Hey guys, I hope all is well. Well, here I am today, really to go through a few bits and bobs that I picked up from Sega Zombies shop in Ipswich, the almighty retro realm, which was really cool. We got the little tote bag there from the retro realm. But yeah, had an absolute blast. I've been there once before, probably shortly after it had opened, and my oh my, I mean, yeah, the stock had completely, I reckon 90% plus had changed. Obviously stuff's been sold, stuff's come in, so yeah, it was like a new shop. Really easy to get to, you know, right in the centre of Ipswich, part of a, how's it called, like micro city. I'll put the details in the description, but probably what was a bit of a department store maybe originally, or big shop, and then kind of carved it up into smaller outlets, which allow kind of independent people to sell their awesome wares. There was all sorts, yeah. To see, obviously you got Scotch shop, there's some like foodie places, a coffee shop. I think it's like a Warhammer place, you know, like desktop or tabletop figures, but board games, and yeah, array of arts and crafts and bits. But I went there with one objective in mind, and that was really to see Scott and have a look around. I'd been on the swap shop a couple of weeks before, and there was a few, well, two bits really that Scott had expressed a bit of an interest in. One of them was a bit weighty, so to save on postage, but moreover, and quite genuinely, just to go and say hi and have a look around. I thought I'd deliver it in person. So yeah, it was doing really well. It was on a Saturday, so quite a bit of footfall, people coming in, having a look around. So yeah, I was there a while, trying not to outstay my kind of welcome or get in the way. So hopefully I succeeded in that. But there was a few bits which I grabbed, and as always, yeah, you walk away with a bit of a bargain on stuff, or you know, good prices. So we'll quickly whiz through. Not going to be like a long video, but as well as the fantastic bag. Cheers for that, Scott. I did have a bit of an early Crimbo present, we should say, and yeah, but as a few of you may know or may not know, I do have a couple of bootleg John Rambos hiding around the place. They do make a sneaky little appearance every now and again. But this one, yeah, there's nothing bootleg about this. It's the official one, but it's not Big John himself. It is Colonel Troutman, John's boss, and yeah, fantastic figure. Saw him on the shelf, and we were kind of going through bits towards the end, and maybe before that, we got in the middle of the bit, and Scott was like, "He's yours, just grab him." So yeah, he's a guy. He's a bit taller than the bootleg John, so yeah, they couldn't even get the dimensions right on the bootleg. So yeah, be some interesting poses when we kind of put them side by side. But yeah, absolutely loving him, and it comes with a little belt where his gun would go, and yeah, he's got his name on the front on the old lapel. He's ready for business. He's got his sleeves, yeah, well and truly back. He's got pockets at the side for details of John Rambo's mission, most likely. And yeah, he's just a really cool character. So yeah, cheers, Scott. Really nice. Another kind of figure I picked up. Always wanted one of these. Never had one back in the day. They always kind of pop up. I don't know why I haven't really grabbed one to date. But from the real Ghostbusters toy range, I think one of the cops. But is he a cop or is he a ghost? It's just like awesome. Very like, you know, simple mechanism, but like really cool. His hands kind of stretch out. I think his leg, here he goes. So a bit of a ghoul. So yeah, loving him. And then yeah, there's so much stuff there. Master of the Universe, had a bit of a Master of the Universe hat on at the moment, or head on, just trying to grab some cool bits. And particularly for those in the UK, like Waddington's. I don't know if it necessarily travelled to the US, but yeah, Waddington's was a huge, you know, board game, general kind of games company back in the day. They did a lot of stuff, including this. I didn't know about that, but yeah, Master of the Universe was like a bit of a card game. Yeah, it's all here. You got the rules. Kind of roping my family, maybe over Crembo, to to get involved in this one. But yeah, 1983. Bang! Into war they go. So yeah, I don't know if that's like the points. There's a number 1, Man at Arms. Who else have we got? Got a few. Got the old Teela. So yeah, loving that. Love stuff like that. Nice little display pieces. Really cool. I will put that away in a bit. Then yeah, I'm trying to grab some DS games. He's got loads of games in there. If you're interested in toys or games. Yeah, there's a ton of stuff. The shelves are really, really well stocked. On the right hand side is mainly gaming stuff, and then left it's a bit of games, bit of toys in the cabinets. But grabbed three space DS games, so not 3DS games, but 3 DS games. That makes sense. 2 Need for Speeds, so Carbon, Own the City, and Pro Street. I've done a bit of Need for Speed at the moment, and they're all good prices. Generally, DS games, most of them seem to, are good, fairly accessible, easy to pick up. I kind of opened this one because I blooming loved it back in the day, but Populous. I'm sure I had this on the Mega Drive. Yeah, a bit of like a megalomaniac kind of game where you're a bit, playing the gods, and you kind of build your terrain, build your world, but then you can cause a bit of havoc, a bit of kind of earthquakes and typhoons and all that kind of stuff, tsunamis, and yeah, just an awesome game, and just different from the, I can't remember exactly how the box art looked on the Mega Drive, but I'm sure it's different to that, but the gameplay at the back looks, it looks like how it did back in the day, so very pleased with them. Always good to pick up a curiosity, and a curiosity, this one is, see, looks like on a Famicom. Kind of the colours with the red, the gold, but it's as bootleg as you like. But it does play, kind of Famicom games on this here disc, which looks fairly like a GBA little cart. And I don't think I'll be putting any other GBA carts into this bad boy. But yeah, it's meaty. The speaker on this thing. It's absolutely ruddy rocking. I think it's worth it just for this tune alone. But yeah, it is very bootleggy in nature, where every game has been renamed to protect the innocent, of course. But it actually plays, it plays really well. There's a few little platformers, a bit of Airwolf, some other stuff, Balloon Kid, I think, and yeah, it's decent. It's really, really decent. So loving that. It's a bit silly, which is always good. We've got 2 more items. The penultimate item, a game which I think I should have shown it a bit more love back in the day, but for whatever reason, I just kind of didn't. Maybe I just didn't spend enough time in it. I didn't own it. I borrowed it from a mate for a weekend swapsies, one of those. And seeing it pop up in a few videos, particularly like Eddie Rollercore. And it is it's blooming classic, but I just, I'm going to go back to this one. Earthworm Jim 2. And hopefully I appreciate it a bit more. So it's got a nice copy of this. I just whacked it in a box protector, because that's the kind of saddo I am. Get it on the shelf, and have over Crimbo. Hopefully have a few days off at some point, and enjoy some Earthworm Jim. Final item. I've got like a modded version of this in terms of the I guess, newish kind of screen, but like looking at the box, looking at some of the inside with the polys and the polystyrene as well. I just had to grab this. It hasn't been tampered with at all. Plays beautifully. Played a little bit of Mickey Mouse in the retro realm on this one to try it out. But lovely Game Gear. Really, really cool box. Tiny little thing there, which is like buy the bloody buy. But look at that, it just kind of, as everyone seems to say at the moment, it pops. It's just like, I don't think it's going to catch on this channel. But correct me if I do. If I start to bloody say it. But it's a popping box. But loving it. Absolutely booming loving it. Got quite a few Game Gear titles now. I'd won. Probably would have been on my last video with a few like gifts from tubers. Fantastic Feed Me Chicken. Got me other games. So yeah, got some good games to play on that. And that is it, guys. So yeah, look up the shop. If you're in the UK and you can get to it, then why bloody not? Go and visit the Retro Realm. Go and see Scott. Go and see Sega Zombie. Have a look around, and yeah, you'll love it. It'll be like going back in time to those awesome days. But yeah, that was it. Quick vid, about 10 minutes or thereabout. So I love you, leave you. See you in the next one. All the best. Cheers.